My beautiful friends, I wanted to come on and do a reading today, and I'm getting a very specific message. So for today's collective, I was hearing some very upbeat songs, and one of them was talking about missing your magic and watching you shine. And I was seeing the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krantz. The initial K could be symbolic or animals. But I was seeing the Strength card, and if you don't know that deck, the Strength card is a lion holding a rose. And I was also seeing, I believe it's the Five of Pentacles in that deck, where there's a wilted rose. So that message was kind of giving me that the energy that you've taken your power back. Whereas perhaps at one point you were giving your rose to this person or trying to give your energy to this person, and perhaps you ended up feeling very left out in the cold, rejected. They could have rejected you. And I feel like right now you are shining, and that this person is missing your magic, you're missing your presence in their life. And I was hearing, you could be someone who believes in signs and synchronicities. You could be someone who, would point them out or would take pictures of the signs and synchronicities that you were seeing. You could have even spoken to this person about it. And the fact that they're missing your magic in their life, right? Something about your presence made their life better. Although maybe they were self-sabotaging and pushing you away. They could have also had a big part to do with you waking up to your magic, right? They could have triggered an awakening within you. Anyway, the energy that I'm getting that this person is missing your magic is making me feel like they're seeing signs and synchronicities about you. Or noticing the signs that you used to see. And maybe when you were connected with this person, they didn't believe in any of that, right? But yeah, it just feels like somebody is missing your magic. Just one second. Miss this magic with you. That's what I was hearing. And I was picking up on the energy of someone looking at the stars. So I'm not sure if you have memories of looking at the stars with this person, or this person could be looking at the night sky thinking of you. There could be a Coldplay song that's symbolic here. I'm hearing Coldplay all of a sudden. Maybe it's the song Yellow. Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And that's what I mean. It feels like right now you're shining, but it's not towards them. All right, so I want to start with this deck because I really like this deck. So we'll start with this one. I have a few different decks depending on where this reading goes. So we'll decide along the way. You could be at a career crossroad where you're thinking about going after your mission. I remain calm through the hard times. That's your affirmation. All right. So, my beautiful friends, let's see what's going on. I hope you're all doing well today. All right, we have Glow Up Revenge. That's what I was seeing. Oh, that's what I was seeing. Somebody seeing your light shining, but it's not shining for them. It's shining for you. You're shining your light for you. And the people that you're meant to help. We'll see if that comes out. I just saw the test card try and come out. There could be a test coming, but we'll... Watching from afar. Spying on socials. Regretting lost access. That's exactly what I was picking up on. It says realizing your glow up was their karma, but clearly this person, your glow, is triggering them. Glow Up Revenge. Right? And you're not a revengeful person. Whoever I'm channeling, you're not a revengeful person. I'm not picking up on that type of energy. Power move, taking back control, standing in your strength. The Strength card, the flower, right? The lion holding on to the rose. And at one point you were trying to give this person your rose. Why am I hearing now and then? Or is it Monica and Friends that's like, I'm not giving away my flower. But again, you're standing in your strength, that lion energy, dedicated to personal and spiritual growth. Very powerful. Silent strength, elevating your own self-worth. Glow up revenge. But the thing is you're not doing it for revenge. Like I said, whoever I'm channeling, you're not a revengeful person. I'm just showing you the picture. And if you look here, look, somebody in the shadows watching you. And that's what I was seeing. I was seeing the Five of Pentacles, someone feeling left out in the cold of your energy. Rose wilted. Beauty and the Beast could be symbolic. That's exactly what I was seeing. I'm taking that. I'm taking it. All right. So I moved everything so that you could see them. Here, I'll put them there so you can see them. All right. You could be getting a lot of notifications too. Like if you look at this image, look at all those notifications, attracting a lot of attention through your glow. All right. Let's see what's going on with you. We have fated encounter. You know, I was going to bring this up. If you are feeling called, I don't know, you're probably already out there in some way. But if you are feeling called to put yourself out there or put yourself on social media, there could be a reason. Sometimes when we have a call to do that, it's because we're meant to attract the people we're meant to attract. So perhaps crossed paths by destiny, familiar souls, instant attraction, divine timing at play. So perhaps you are meant to attract your soul tribe, but perhaps you intuitively felt called to do something, go somewhere, start your own social media, whatever, visit some kind of, I'm seeing online, like visit some kind of, I don't want to say dating site maybe, but perhaps you felt a pull to do something and that's how you met this person very serendipitously, but fated encounter. And we have unexpected shifts, change in plans, job transition, adaptability tested, redirection towards purpose, you. So if you find that things are coming to an end in your life, like a job, or your job just doesn't fulfill you the way it used to, or you have to move, or people are leaving your life, right? There's a reason. It's to make room for the new. You're being redirected. I'm seeing the elephant now. The elephant puts obstacles in our path. I think your obstacles are in your past, but anyway, the elephant puts obstacles in our path to redirect us. So we have unexpected shift here. So if you have been on the fence about starting something, starting your mission, and all of a sudden you're going through a job loss or losing clients or something like that, there's a reason. It happened to me. There's a reason. You're being redirected. Right person, wrong time. So I'm kind of seeing a pattern here. Where you met this person very serendipitously, then there was a lot of transitions. Maybe this is even a tower moment between you and them, because it wasn't the right time to come together. So it was the right time to meet and kind of trigger each other and awaken each other, but it wasn't the right time for actual union is what I'm hearing. Connection too soon, paths not ready, deep emotions remain, distance for growth. And you would feel this. You would feel, again, I don't feel any resentment in your energy. Ooh, I can get those really straight. I like alignment. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to stop playing with this now. Maybe you're working on bringing things into alignment. But again, I don't see you as having any revenge or resentment towards this. The song Better Together by Jack Johnson could be symbolic. That's the exact type of energy that I was picking up on. No, you didn't miss a part. I just got distracted and started talking about something else. Better together. It's always better when we're together, right? This person could even feel like when you're in their energy, everything, like the obstacles, the elephant, obstacles, they start being able to overcome their obstacles. And then the moment you're not in their energy, they go through tower moments. It's always better when we're together. My life just feels better when you're around, right? It's weird. No, it's magic. I want to put this glow up card over here. But what I was saying is whoever you are, you don't have a revenge or resentful type of energy towards this person at all, is what I'm seeing. The letter R could be symbolic. This is, you're turning lemon into lemonades here. And you know that if you are to come back together, I am done being the reliable one in every room and no one asking me how I am. That was an affirmation that just popped down. Anyway, you could be someone that is always putting others first. Now you're putting yourself first, but it seems to me like you know that there needs to be distance for growth here. Soul family, that's what I'm talking about. Calling in your soul family. Chosen connections, genuine support, shared healing path, feeling seen and safe. And that affirmation just popped down about I'm done being the one, trying to fix everybody else or check in on everybody else. And I did a mission reading yesterday, and that is how you find your soul tribe. You shine your light, and your light is shining. Just a little bit of a backstory. I found out I was autistic very late in life, and I was not somebody who was outgoing or liked public speaking or anything like that. And I had this weird urge to start a TikTok to meet people more like me. It wasn't about anything but meeting more people like me, people who were late diagnosed. And that's when I felt this weird urge to put myself on TikTok, which was so unlike me. And as soon as I did it, it was like I started attracting in the people I was meant to attract in. One of them triggered my awakening. Another one triggered healing. Another one triggered boundaries. That's how I found Bree. And then when I shone my light, I had soul tribe members align with me, including Bree. Like it went, anyway. So you could be focused on that right now, calling in your soul tribe. Beautiful. But like I said, I feel like at some point, fated encounter, crossed paths by destiny. So you were called to go somewhere or be somewhere, even if it was online. All right. All right, so we have the soft launch. Low-key connection, private, not secret, feelings growing quietly. Right underneath fated connection. So it feels like there was, this could have started off very low-key, like you could have felt a spiritual connection with this person, but it didn't. I'm hearing it could have started off as friends. You could have even, this person could have wanted to keep it private, or there was nothing to like share about it. It could have been like an unspoken connection that you felt for each other. Feelings growing. Unexpected shift, under unexpected shift, third party energy, outside influence, divided attention, emotional interference, unclear loyalty. So underneath unexpected shift, there could have been third party interference. There could have been other people's opinions getting in the way of this connection. I'm hearing family interference, even if it was like wounding, trauma responses. I'm hearing unhealed wounds. There could have been a third party involved here. but it was meant to redirect you. And that's what I always say, there's a purpose for that third-party interference. We also have authentic expression, speaking truth, no longer shrinking, letting your real self shine, alignment over approval. So this, I was talking about this yesterday in that mission reading, especially if you are sharing your voice, trying to call in your soul tribe. It's very important to speak your authentic truth, right? And people are threatened by authenticity. People will try and put you down. Authenticity is the highest vibration, right? And people who are triggered by that, it's because something inside them wants to be authentic too. This could have been this is coming out with third party and unexpected shift. So this could have been a connection where the third party interference was actually 555 on the timer. Positive change. You could have had a really hard time being your authentic self in this connection, especially if there was outside interference, or you could have been holding things back out of fear of a tower moment here. And I feel like this is you now, no longer shrinking, right? No longer shrinking, letting your real self shine. And the world needs more of that. I'm going to put this here. Bark, 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 bark. Yeah, emotional maturity, releasing old patterns. You could have had a blocked throat chakra. Right person, wrong time. Lesson learned. Awareness gained, healing complete. So there definitely could have been a karmic lesson that needed to be learned here, right? That you couldn't teach them. Maybe you were trying to teach it to them. That could have been that third party interference. Underneath right person, wrong time, distance for growth. We do have positive outlook, clean energy, ready for aligned opportunities. So you definitely could have had to go your separate ways so that you could keep elevating, especially if you were shrinking yourself in this connection for whatever reason. Then we have love triangle. Complicated dynamics, divided emotions, confusing loyalty, clarity needed. Underneath, right person, wrong time. And on the bottom, karmic lesson learned. I always say there's a point to karmic interference. There's a method to the madness. And automatically, right, I'm seeing that 5 of Pentacles and the Strength card. So when there's a third party interference, whether it's the opinion of their family or a friend or work or their own unhealthy, unhealed patterns or love, they learn a lesson from it. It's a lesson that you can't teach them. Usually we have that karma energy, right? And a lot of the time, like, I don't feel any revenge in your energy or resentment. So this was clearly a lesson that you couldn't teach them. And again, if this person was not learning their karmic lessons, they would have been keeping you from ascending, is what I'm hearing. Love triangle. There's 2 men. That could be symbolic. All right. Watching from afar. Watching from afar. What are you? Be careful. That poked out but didn't want to come out. It says friend or foe. So just be careful. Be careful of your energy. Hidden competition. Two-faced energy. Smiling through jealousy. Watch the company you keep. Especially if you're online or you're a light worker or healer, protect your energy. Anyway, I learned new things from Brie last night about protecting energy in her reading. You could definitely have someone around you London could be symbolic. What I was saying is, I don't know if you're online yet or not. Like, this says glow up revenge, watching from afar, spying on socials, and this is your I put it in the last row. So you could be someone who's on the fence about putting yourself out there. And can I be clear, when you go to do that, there will be people around you that you are probably outgrowing that will possibly not give you the best advice. They might tell you, what are you doing? Do you know what I see on social media all the time is people saying that when they put themselves out there, they get so much support and love from the community that they're calling in and the community that they become a part of by shining, by showing their authentic self, by talking about the things that interest them. But the people closest to them never look at their social media, never listen to what they're creating. So just be careful, protect your energy here. You could have someone who's jealous around you or someone who is watching you in envy. Protect your energy. We have shadow work. Facing fears, facing your fear of shining, of sharing your voice, your authentic voice. Releasing guilt, no longer feeling guilty for taking up space or speaking your authentic truth. Transforming pain into power, and I just said that about the lemon and lemonades, right? And this is what the world needs more of. The world needs more of the people who have healed through the trauma, who have lived experience, inspiring others that they can do it too. And that's, again, the way you call in the people you're meant to heal, to help, is by shining your light like a lighthouse. And those people come to you, right? Facing your fear. Maybe you even have a friend here who's not in the best energy to be around you, right? When we ascend, we kind of outgrow those old friendships, sadly. We have heart versus head, logic versus emotion, overthinking, conflicted feelings. Are you someone who's on the fence about going after your mission or sharing your message with the world? Your people are waiting to hear from you. Heart versus head. Lead with your heart. I want to get a few more for you. You know, this heart versus head, logic versus emotion. Again, your heart could be telling you to shine your light, and your head could be, your fear could be saying, no, don't do it. Or the people around you could be saying, why would you want to do that? Or maybe you create something and you're really excited about it and you show it to your friend and they're like, oh, okay. Anyway, I want to get a few more for you. The glow within, beautiful. Loyal friend, that's what you need. Loyal friend. If you have a friend in your energy, friend or foe, who is not encouraging you, who is not supporting you, who is not, to me, support is like showing interest in what you're doing, right? Or if they're saying things to make you feel bad, and your head is telling you, your heart could be telling you, that it's not aligned with you anymore, but your head, your fear could be telling you to hold on to that friend. Maybe it's your only friend. Make room for a loyal friend, right? Unexpected shift. If there's a friend on the cusp of leaving your energy, let them go. So that a loyal friend can come in, so that you can find your soul tribe. Unshakable trust, always showing up, shared laughter and healing, a bond that stays solid. Right? Divine detour. I honestly think that there's somebody in your energy. This is supposed to be a love reading, but you could be focusing on calling in healthier friendships, right? This friend, right? Where is it? No, that's the wrong card. Maybe you have a friend who's not ready to face their fears and heal. And if you are, your light would be triggering them. And unconsciously, they'd probably be trying to hold you down energetically. And what I mean by that is I'm hearing backhanded compliments. Divine detour, if you have someone in your energy who feels hidden competition, two-faced energy, smiling through jealousy, it's saying watch the company you keep. And if you have someone like that in your life that you're holding on to, Spirit's saying divine detour, make room for this loyal friend. Unshakable trust. Hi, Michelle. Michelle just messaged me. Sign. Always showing up, shared laughter and healing. It's like you need somebody on your level. And I don't mean that you're better than this person or anything like that. But on this journey, we do outgrow friendships. And this friendship will make you thrive. It'll help both of you ascend. I'm hearing wind beneath my wings. This friend will keep you in the crab bucket that I talk about. You could have something going on with a friend here, because it's like, anyway. We have the glow within. Self-acceptance, quiet confidence. It feels like you have a quiet confidence, but you can't even share it because the people around you maybe aren't confident, or maybe you don't want to feel like you're bragging, or you don't want to sound better than them. Self-acceptance, quiet confidence. Don't get me wrong, I like that you have confidence. I was seeing that strength card, the lion holding the rose in its mouth. But if you need to dim your light and tone down your message and your voice because of a friend around you, they're keeping you stuck. Or even this person. Boundaries up. Boundaries. Standing firm, learning to say no, protecting your peace. Guarded but graceful. So protect your energy right now. Friend included, right? I feel like you might have someone in your life, a friend, maybe even this person that's love reading, right? Where you have to kind of shrink yourself or hide your confidence. No, you should be standing in your confidence. You should be like higher standards for yourself, Queen of Swords energy. I absolutely love this card. And I know people have opinions about Disney movies, whatever. Pocahontas was my spirit guide when I was young. I loved that movie. I loved how she listened with her heart and followed the signs and synchronicities, and she loved animals. And in the end, she chose herself. Anyway, Pocahontas could be symbolic. And we have financial reset. Money lessons, learning balance, breaking scarcity cycles, rebuilding stability. That's really good. That's really good. Try to get rid of your scarcity mindset. When we have a scarcity mindset about anything, it keeps us stuck. I was getting a download and now it's gone. Anyway. I've made a mess. 2 more. Oh, maybe you're seeing a lot of 1s and 4s. When I started this reading, I believe it was 114. Now it's 141. 1s, magician energy, manifestation, your magic, your magic. They miss your magic, remember? 14, temperance, balance, healing. 2 more. 2 more for you. Divine detour is there. Missed opportunity on the bottom. Someone feels like they missed an opportunity with you. That's what I was hearing. Untold feelings. Okay, this feels like your person. This feels like your person. But back to what I was saying. If you have anybody in your life where you need to hide parts of yourself or you can't be your authentic self, they're not your people. They're not your people. They won't, they won't, you can't grow or ascend if they're keeping you chained down. This feels like your person's energy. This is exactly what I was channeling. Untold feelings, holding back emotions, afraid to speak the truth, hiding vulnerability, heart full of unspoken words, shedding old layers, major transformation, rebirth energy, missed opportunity, could have been more, timing didn't align, lessons through loss, karmic lessons, acceptance brings peace. So somebody feeling like they missed an opportunity with you, missing your magic, feeling left out in the cold. I'm hearing it. If your connection and what you healed from in this connection has something to do with your mission, don't be afraid to talk about it. Right? If you're sitting on these, I think that if you're sitting on, like, if you're hiding parts of yourself that you're meant to be sharing with the world, even like just simple example, let's say you're a divine feminine on the divine feminine journey and you've been doing the work and you've learned a lot, learned lots of lessons, and you feel like your story can inspire others, don't be afraid to share your story. But I'm just wondering if you feel like this person is watching you, maybe you're holding back some of the things that you're expressing about your own journey or about what you want to help people with because you're worried they're going to see it. Who cares? Betty Boop? Betty Boop could be symbolic. Someone could live in the mountains. Don't ask. And if there's something here about your authenticity, right? And the more you share your authentic self and I don't want to say unleash, unleash, the more you release blocked throat chakra, the more you release your truth, the more layers are going to shed away here from you. Again, the world needs more healers who are raw and authentic and speaking from lived experience. I actually saw a really good thing this morning that talked about maybe you're scrolling through social media like hoping for a message of advice, right? What message is it that you need to hear for advice? Make that message, put it out there. All right. All right. I do want to get animal cards, but not yet. Oh yeah, when I was getting ready for this reading, grabbed this deck. Infinite Spiral came off the top 75. July 5th, May 7th. Your success will grow exponentially. And the more you open up and are your authentic self, authenticity is the highest vibration, right? The most magnetic. Your impact will grow exponentially if you stay consistent and continue to expand your visions and efforts. All right, let's get this deck. So, yellow is you, red is your person. This is from... Their light is blocked, all right. They're missing your light. They're missing your magic. What was I going to say? Vibe About It. I believe this deck is from Vibe About It on Etsy. Think beyond limits. Think beyond limiting beliefs. Think beyond what other people tell you you can and can't do. Right? And people mean well, but when they see someone else ascending, it is like an unconscious thing where they don't want that person to ascend, or they get jealous, or they get envious, and they try and... I know that's really sad to hear, but it's something that happens. Bark, bark. Not my dogs. Sacred fire, ignite the flame of transformation. Purify and renew yourself through passion. So what makes you passionate? I think you already know. Let your passions burn brightly, right? So what makes you passionate to create or to talk about or to share or to teach? I have moments in my readings where I'll say, like, I feel like I'm yelling at you guys because I just get so passionate, right? I am focusing on gratitude. Focus on gratitude. All right, let's see what comes out. Sacred dream, manifest your most cherished desires. Your dreams hold the keys to your success. Yes, what is your dream? Anybody out there who has ever achieved a dream had to, like, go after it, right? Maybe you had an important dream. 99. Maybe you're about to go through an ascension. Trust in the power of your dreams. They are messages from your higher self guiding you towards the life you are meant to live. Now is the time to bring those dreams into reality. Who are you? If you're not already online, shining your light, what do you got to lose? Right? Right now, you have... Let's just be honest, okay? Or talk about it for those who are not online. Because I felt called to that example of when out of nowhere I was like, I'm going to start a TikTok, talk about being undiagnosed autistic for no reason at all. If you are someone who's not online and you want to share your voice, or you have been thinking about going online, what do you have right now, right? Does anybody, and I'm not talking about people in your everyday life, but, well, maybe I am. Do you have, like, this is for those of you who are not on social media or not going after your mission at all in that way. What do you have to lose? Right now, who watches you? Who learns from you? Who likes your posts on your non-existent page, right? What have you got to lose? You could help one person by sharing your story, by speaking your authentic truth, by being vulnerable. Anyway, so for some of you, I feel like you're already shining. And for some of you, I feel like you have this quiet shine, quiet confidence, but maybe you haven't taken that leap of faith yet to shine your light to the world like that lighthouse. The Enchanter's touch just came off the bottom. Charm and captivate those around you. And probably a lot of the people around you, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but maybe they don't see your light, or maybe they're not on the same path as you, or maybe they don't want your help, right? There's so many confident people out there who are just making content that is just not adding an impact to the world and going viral, right? We need more real people out there shining their light. The enchanter's touch, charm and captivate those around you with your light, with your story, with your voice, with your experience, with your vulnerability, with your authenticity. Your influence is magnetic. So for those of you who are shining your light right now, you're very magnetic. Use your charisma and charm to create connections that open doors for you. Your ability to captivate others will pave the way for your success. 98 and 99. That's giving me Empress vibes. It reminds me of, maybe you're like highly sensitive, spiritual. It reminds me of the Empress card in the highly sensitive tarot, where the Empress is like holding the world. You could change the world. And people say that sounds naive, but are you changing the world if you're sitting in your cave not doing anything? No. And some people have that mindset, well, one person can't change the world. No, one person can't change the world, but they can lead the way for others. If there's enough of us. Wings of freedom. Soar above limitations. Break free from anything that holds you down. What was I saying about the friend or foe? My camera's shaking. But what was I saying? And I gotta tell you, the people that I'm the closest to now were not in my life when I first awakened. They were people I met after I started shining my light. Think about all those people out there that are supposed to see your light. And again, I really can't tell. Some of you, you shining online is coming. And for some of you, you're already doing it. If you're already doing it, let's encourage those who are having a hard time taking that leap of faith, right? Don't be like me. Don't wait until Spirit places so many obstacles in front of you that you have no choice but to jump off into the unknown, right? Climb down out of that tower safely. Break free from anything that holds you down. Anything that holds you down. Friend or foe, right? Negative energy, people's opinions, fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of success. Release any fears and constraints and embrace your limitless potential. You were born to rise. I'm hearing born to be wild. And now is the time to spread your wings and fly. Fly. Fly, Jenny, fly. Fly far away. I think you're really focused on yourself, which is amazing. Except that friend you have lingering around you, which looks like a foe. And not everybody can come on this journey with us, right? And that's the sad part, is that sometimes we have to leave people behind. Echo of Triumph. We have another 9 here. There's a lot of 9s here. Completion. So we have 90, 75, which I mentioned. 99, September 9th could be symbolic. 98, August 9th, September 8th. Now we have 9, September. Hermit energy. Speak your success into existence. Your words have the power to create your reality. Positive self-talk will amplify your power. Say it out loud. Say it. Say it out loud. Say it in my comment section. Say it out loud while you're writing it down, please. But when you speak, I can't do that. I could never do that. That person will never change. I'll never find love. This, that. You're speaking it into existence, words or spells. Say it out loud. Speak it into existence. Everything you want to achieve, all of your intentions, speak it into existence. I will achieve my dream. I will. It's all about you. So if you're focusing on this person right now, no, focus on you. And I think that's why I think that's why they're feeling left out in the cold, because it's not just about what's happening in the 3D. Energetically, you are focused on self here, and they can feel it. Stone of Doubt. Let them watch. Harmonic convergence. Align with the cosmic flow. 83. Meet the universe halfway. The universe is... Anyway, I think for a lot of you, you're already shining your light. The universe is aligning to bring you success. Pay attention to synchronicities. Yes. And moments of perfect timing. Trust that the universe is bringing everything together for your highest good. You know what I heard? I heard if you are struggling with doubt, we have doubt here. Stone of Doubt on the bottom for your person. I saw something the other day that said if you need to really connect with your spirit guide, to know that they're there if you're doubting it, ask them for a sign, a specific sign, and tell them to show it to you 3 times, right? I've never heard of this. Like, I know about asking for signs. I know about if I should take this path, show me this. If I should take this path, show me this. I speak the language of the universe. Other people think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I don't give up. For fun, I like to point out how when I'm like watching a show with a muggle and there's like a story happening, I'll point out the signs and synchronicities in it that weren't put in intentionally that have to do with a storyline, just to show them how signs and synchronicities work. Anyway, that's a message in itself. Try to stop proving to the people around you that magic exists or that you can help them, and start speaking it out loud and calling in your tribe is what I'm hearing. But anyway, I tried it and I said, show it to me 3 times. That was the day before yesterday. And then last night, I got the sign and I was like, well, that's once. And then I saw it almost immediately again. And I'm like, that's twice. And then I saw it a 3rd time. The universe, yes, you shifting your focus. The universe wants to help you. Trust that the universe is bringing everything together for your highest good. Good karma. Look, it's all yellow, which means you're focusing on self. Shifting your focus. That one's 83, so August 3rd, March 8th. This one's 56. We actually have 1111 here. I'm hearing the scales of justice. You could be getting good karma and they're not. Anyway, redirect your attention from distractions. Laser-like focus will accelerate your progress, bringing your goals within reach faster than you expect. And I talked about this the other day with the magician. The magician, that magical energy, magic is real, works the best when you are focused on like a few different things, not distractions, not a flurry of activity. But I mentioned it in the example, when you're fixated on manifesting this person back, causes resistance. But when you're focused on all of your manifestations, that's when the magic happens. So spirit applauding you for shifting your focus, right? Powerful energy. And that's what I mean. That's the reason the person you're connected to feels left out in the cold right now, because your energy is going towards whatever message you're trying to get out there, and yourself, and possibly a friendship situation, right? It's hard to let those friends go, but the ones that come in that are meant for you on this path of life, like friends that you can talk to about synchronicities and magic and soul connections and dreams, that's where it's at. And that foe could be like Like having a friend in your life that doesn't want to see you succeed or puts you down, backhanded compliments, tries to deter you, tries to put doubt into you, that's not... At one point, maybe that aligned with you, but not anymore. So 5611, and then they have this one little card, just one. See, you're the focus. You're the prize. It's you. Forces are working against them. Trust that divine intervention is at play. So they're going through some sort of divine intervention, some sort of karmic lesson, right? And maybe for some of you, it is seeing you shine and ascend and fly away, Jenny, Forrest Gump. How interesting that we have all of these for you. Look at me trying to keep them straight. And then this one little lonely card over here for them. Again, that shows me that you're focused on self. And think about that shedding old patterns, right? I definitely feel like you have connections in your life that are not aligned with you right now. Right? Having surface level connections. Boring. And the lion, right? The lion dedicates themselves to personal and spiritual growth, and they have very few friends because they are careful about who they let into their energy. All right, let's see what else comes out. But so far, it's all about you. Another one. I said I feel like you're going through an ascension. And sometimes we have to release, shed old layers that are weighing us down, including people, in order to continue, like in order to ascend to the next level. Your impact is growing beyond your expectations. So your expectation could be, I just want to help one person. I'll have to see what tarot says, but I feel like there's a message about you speaking your authentic truth, especially about your experience, because I feel like this person is watching you and could actually learn from you from a distance, from the shadows. 90, another 9. Your impact is growing beyond your expectations. As you expand your reach, trust that your influence is growing in positive and powerful ways. Every effort you make ripples out, reaching those who need it most. Change maker, make waves. If you are on the fence, you should watch that mission reading I did yesterday. It was amazing. The world needs our help. Right? I'm seeing Captain Planet. We're hearts. Their stability. They don't have stability in their life right now. Look, it's all about you. Endless nights. Them. There. Now we've got Phoenix rising. You. Exactly. You can't Phoenix if people are hanging on to your talons, trying to get a free ride. 96. Counterpart number. You have so many 9s here. Watch as they lose their drive. No, you're not watching them. You're not watching them. But right now their frozen heart is preventing them from taking necessary action while you remain fueled by passion. Phoenix energy. 85. Let go of old habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. Embrace your transformation as you rise from the ashes stronger and more capable than ever. And go find your Phoenix clan, right? Go find the other Phoenixes. Yeah, feels like this person was emotionally unavailable. Feeling left out in the cold. Remember I said that? All right, they're coming to the party. January 1st could be symbolic, September 6th, June 9th. June 4th, April 6th, September 7th, July 9th, 97, 90, 96, 11, 64. Chains of resistance. This is interesting because I kept getting this energy where you're like, I'm seeing a bird try and fly, but they're being held down. Right? So this person could have been energetically, if you were super focused on them, they could have been energetically preventing you from ascending, or that friend that I keep picking up on could be preventing you from ascending. Clearly they were resisting whatever your light was triggering within them, or whatever you were trying to help them with. You know, you were probably trying to help this person, and I'm telling you, there's a whole slew of people out there who would love to learn from you if you're not already doing it. And their own resistance will keep them stagnant. So you need to release resistance, because resistance keeps you stagnant. Waiting keeps you stagnant. Resisting the inner call keeps you stagnant. Resisting doing the inner work keeps you stagnant. Resisting putting up boundaries. Resisting letting go of friendships. My feelings are an important part of me. You. So by ascending, by phoenixing, remember, I keep hearing, I feel like this person is in the shadows watching you, and they could learn something from you by you speaking your authentic experience, possibly even about what happened here. Again, who I'm seeing wouldn't be bad-mouthing this person or publicly shaming them or anything like that, but what lessons did you learn from this? How can you share it with others? And the more you rise, the more they're resisting it, right? But they're being pulled up energetically. And we have endless night. Keep them in the dark. Let them wander in darkness, unaware of the opportunities they are missing. They're missing an opportunity with you, and they know it. The darkness will disorient them while you step into the light and embrace success. 97. I already said 97. Again, every deck I'm getting, it's like the focus is so on you, which means you're focusing on yourself. Good for you. Let's do 3 more. It's like they knew. I was almost done because now the red cards are coming. Crown of confidence. Exactly. Quiet confidence. Shine your confidence. It'll inspire others. It'll trigger some people, but who cares? Glimmer of hope. Illuminate in the dark. In moments of uncertainty, a glimmer of light lights your way. When challenges arise, obstacles, look for the silver lining. Your persistence will eventually lead you out of the dark and into your bright future. 31, March 1st, January 3rd. Light that inner spark on fire if you haven't already. Again, if you're waiting for anything to step into the light, don't wait. It causes resistance. We have crown of confidence. Wear the mantle of self-insurance. Wear that crown. Right? Shine your confidence. Maybe you're someone who, was taught to be very small, or taught not to celebrate yourself, or to not like yourself, or that self-care was selfish, or that being proud of yourself was bragging. Whoever taught you that was lacking confidence. Confidence is your armor in battle. You are worthy of every success that comes your way. Wear your confidence proudly, not quietly, proudly, and let it guide you to your highest achievements. And to me, confidence, like when you're feeling confident, you feel confident to be your authentic self. It's not about putting on some bravado or something, or some mask. It's about the confidence to be your true, authentic self. Yeah. So for them, just one more. Fog of confusion. 27. Stay clear and focused while their path remains obscured. Yeah, stay focused on this. This is amazing. They won't find their way without clarity. It's best to let them wander right now. And you're shining. They've got a big old cloud over their head in the darkness. You're shining. Look at the difference in the cards. You. Them. Which again shows me that you're powerful. All right. They have 5. You have 9. 9. Again, 9 came out. Hang on. You have 9 and they have 5. And 5s are about change. All right, I just want to look at this. 9, the ending is a lesson. So what is ending in your life, right? Your job, a friendship, this connection? If something in your life is coming to completion, it can be sad and it's okay to mourn what was. But it's also important to recognize the lesson in the ending as well. Journal today on what you have learned, how you feel, and what you plan to do with this hard-won knowledge. And again, if I haven't said it lately, the best healers, the most inspirational healers in the world are those who have lived through experiences, learn from them, and then help others. That's strange. Spirit called my attention to this. You can sense others' feelings as clearly as your own. Your angels validate that you are a highly sensitive being. I mentioned the highly sensitive deck with the Empress card. Volunteer some time in something you feel drawn to. Help out someone who otherwise wouldn't ask for aid but can benefit from it. Or read up on other ways to turn your empathy into action. 99, completion. Accept the changes to come. There is a completion happening in your life. It's time to reflect on the lessons of the past so as to prepare for what is to come. Endings can be painful, but your angels support you. Repeat this mantra: I accept positive change in my life. And then I want to look up 999. I am so confused as to what is happening. I'm having a moment. I bought this book online. I did not know it had places in the back where you could write down angel numbers. And somebody's written in this book, and it wasn't me. It's in pencil. I don't understand. 444. This is written in pencil. Stove clock. When you saw it, 444, June 2nd, 2022. Your emotional state at the time of its appearance, stressed over money. Codex definition, protective magic. Reflection. I am being heard, I am being guided and protected during this stage of my life. Thank you, my angels. Huh? I'm sorry. That is not my writing. I bought this book. I'm perplexed. I did not have this book June 2nd, 2022. It's not even like, some of you might be like, oh, maybe they just made it look like somebody wrote in there. No, somebody wrote in here with pencil. I am so confused. Anyway, where was I? 999 fulfillment. You had 999. The cycle of what you have been doing is reaching fulfillment. You are at the finish line of your goals. It's time to start leveling up and visualize new ones. What can you do to tie up loose ends? So what feels like it's a loose end in your life right now that doesn't belong, that's keeping you from ascending to the next level? Explore this question today. What is with that? That is weird. It's only on that page. I can see the pencil marks through the other side. If anybody has an explanation for that, I would love to hear your magical explanation for that. All right. I guess we're just going to get all the decks that I chose. That's how it's going to be. All right. Are you stressed over money? That's so weird, huh? You deserve better. Butterflies. Ripple effect. All right. You. I guess it could be your person as well. We'll see. Divine Portal. That came out the other day. Book of Love, learning lessons. You're about to go through a divine portal. What are you being called to release right now? What are you being called to create right now or start? Doors are opening, a higher vibrational shift. Time to make big changes, growing in power. What is releasing from your life? What are the loose ends? Divine Portal. Could be July 7th. This is a timeless reading though. Portal. I love a good ascension. Like you can feel it when you've leveled up. We have mending heart, you. Healing from heartbreak, mending rifts, freedom from negativity, picking up the pieces, cleaning up the loose ends, putting your heart back together. I feel like you're focused on shining your light. You're focused on, well, we've already talked about it. I don't need to repeat myself. Love bound, emotional connection, unbreakable bond. Why did I say unreciprocated love? Reciprocated love. Your person's energy is going to be interesting. There we go. Mr. Crow agrees. Resisting temptation. Tempting offer. Remember I saw that test card. It didn't come out. You could have a test coming. I'm just getting the cards out that we had. Let me just see. Temptation. I just want to see if it comes out. You have a test coming. Tying up loose ends. There's 2 crows bickering outside. You have a tempting offer here. You have a tempting offer, and we have family reconnection, healing conversation, new understanding, letting go of resentment, building roots. Under tempting offer. And we have end scene and inner child healing. I'm gonna move on from this energy in 1 second, but I need to mention this. I felt called to shuffle out a card to see if the test. Let me look at the top. No. I wanted to see if the test card came out, which it didn't. But we have family reconnection, and underneath it talks about inner child healing. So you could have someone in your family where, again, I'm going to move on from this energy in a minute, but I need to mention it, where you could have a family member come towards you wanting to have a healing conversation, where you can actually open up about what happened in your childhood, and it could give you the closure that you need to release resentment, or to, like, we have completion, so it could help you find closure in that situation. Or you could have someone in your family reach out to you with a tempting offer to keep you stuck. So just be on the lookout for that. We also have clean slate, forgiveness offered, second chances, emotional renewal, love restored. Temptation. Right? So either this person or someone from your family could come forward with a tempting offer. And what you want emotional renewal, right? You want the love to be restored. If just for an example, if this is someone who doesn't want to talk about it, if this is someone who reaches out to you, but they don't want to talk about what you want to talk about, the emotions that you've been holding back, it might be time to release that loose end for now. We'll see what comes out. I just wanted to mention it because I was hearing it. All right. Anyway, learning lessons. Divine portal full of love, full cup of love. Overflowing with love, true fulfillment, and open heart. It also says new connection, right? So maybe you are calling in something new. Now that you've healed from heartbreak, released resentment, freedom from negativity, you've picked up your pieces. Maybe you are attracting in friends or a new connection or new love here. But you having an open heart. A big softie on the inside, a romantic at heart, you. Mending heart. Sit it out, hold off, lack of action. So because you decided to sit it out, or you haven't been in contact with this person, it has allowed you to put your pieces back together here and to release yourself from negativity, right? You haven't been taking action towards them. You've been focused on self, and it's allowed you through separation to put your pieces back together. Coming out with that. Blind love, unable to see faults, blind spot. Like, again, when you're in a situation where there's a lot of heartache or lack of growth, emotional unavailability, you're triggering each other, there's heartbreak, there's overthinking, there's stress. You're putting all your focus on that, right? You can't heal in that energy 444 on the timer, as I said it, especially with someone who doesn't want to heal. And this could also be back to that message about the friendships or the people around you, like anybody not showing progress, anybody wanting to keep you down in negativity. It's time for them to take a seat out, right? people who are unable to see their own blind spots, people who are lacking self-awareness. But again, when you're in, this is a love reading, which it's all been about you, which is the way it should be. You're the love of your life. But anyway, clearly you're focused on self. But again, when you're in a chaotic connection, you can't see clearly, right? All right. Love bound. Soul contract. You feel a soul contract with this person. Fulfilling soul contract. Your mission, part of your soul contract. You shining your light. There's people waiting to see it. Part of your soul contract. Before you and this person came to this life, as souls, you made an agreement. We're going to go through all of this to learn our lessons. Soul contract. You could feel like your heart is linked to this person, which is amazing because of the strength you're showing and the belief in self and the self-love and the glow up energy. Temptation. Take the cake. You're the cake. You're the motherfucking cake. I don't know why I said it like that. You're the cake. You're the prize. You're the love of your life. Not settling for less. Part of your soul contract. You said to this person, I refuse to settle for less than I deserve. Temptation. I do not like that. Listen, some of you, there could be a temptation here. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing the song Sorry by Justin Bieber. When he says, I'm missing more than just your body. I keep feeling this energy that this person could pop in and tempt you with something. Don't bite the apple. Don't take the temptation. I'm going to confirm this with tarot, but we have this temptation card, tempting offer. And then we have getting a taste of their own medicine, karma. And we have in the sack, wants to get you in bed. No, thank you. If this person comes towards you with a tempting offer, one thing I want to say, prioritize a healthy conversation with them before you even think about getting into bed, is what I'm hearing, right? This says forgiveness offered, second chances, emotional renewal, love restored. So unless it's that, no thank you. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But for some of you, like this person could come in with a tempting offer and they could want to rush into bed. Sexual fantasies, memorable session. No, thank you. I'd rather have an honest conversation. And maybe that's, it says karma, getting a taste of their own medicine, suffering the consequences. So you saying no, boundaries, your last row, protecting your boundaries. Just keep that in mind. You may have an offer coming in, a tempting offer where this person wants to rush towards sexy time. And you can do whatever you want, but I don't think that's part of the lesson here. I think you saying no would be, that's just what Spirit's telling me though. Let's just get another one. We have half and half here. Maybe it's half of you are going to get a tempting offer, a test, and half of you are going to get an actual apology. So here's what I'll say about this, right? Half and half, it says contradiction. So this person could, half and half. half and half collective, split collective I'm hearing. Half of you, there's a tempting offer, but it involves sexy time. And then the other half of you, there's a tempting offer here, but it comes with an actual apology. Regrets, forgiveness, conflict resolution. So this person wouldn't, the first thought on their mind would not be, when can I see you and when can we... Because right away I was hearing that song, I'm sorry, I'm missing more than just your body, right? So if it's the right time, they won't even mention that. They won't even mention it. It'll be about conflict resolution. It'll be about emotional renewal, love being restored, an honest conversation, a healing conversation, letting go of resentment, new understanding, building roots. Stability first is what I'm hearing. Again, if they come in, that's not the right card. If they come in just wanting, listen, some people who have a fear of vulnerability can use talking about sexy time or keeping it surface level. Remember when I said surface level connections? Right? So if this person comes in just flirting, just trying to get you in the sack, that's still showing emotional unavailability. Remember that, okay? Emotional availability first, please. And that might be their karma for you to say no. We have give it time. Spirit, close the deck. Give it time. Take your time. Love grows slowly. Needing more time. Let things flow. Exactly. So if they're coming in with an offer, give it time. Take things slowly. Stability first. I just said it. Stability first. That should be the last of your concern is what I'm hearing. We have communication. Yep. Communication, getting news, phone call, text, information, expression. I am focused on being the best. That's your affirmation. Yeah. So again, if it's Page of Wands, if it's just flirty, if it's just like, oh, I miss your body, or what are you wearing, or when can we hook up? No, thank you, please. Suffering the consequences of their action. But again, if they're coming in half and half, if they're coming in all the things I said, give it time, let things flow, see what happens. We also have perfect pair. Very compatible, harmonious relationship, unconditional love, doing everything together. So you would feel more compatible because in the past we had that you were on different paths. So if it's the right time, it'll feel more compatible. You won't have to tell this person, wait, calm down on that Page of Wands talk. I want to have an honest conversation. You would be compatible, energy aligned. They would want to have that honest conversation is what I'm hearing. Let me just see what's going on with them. What's going on with them? I don't think so. Stalking, searching for you, watching you. They could be thinking about you obsessively right now. We have water it. Tend to your own garden. Nurture yourself. Lead with love. That's good. That's good. We have surprise, epiphany, sudden positive change. Remember, they had 5 cards, and I talked about that. And we have round and round. So this person was on a roundabout. This person was not learning lessons. Repeating the same patterns in life, right? But now there's sudden positive change. This would have been someone. Yeah, love offer. There's a love offer coming in. Now I need to see what... Those are your cards, but I knocked 3 of them on the floor. Hang on. Very important. I'll get to these in a minute. Hang on. Okay. All right. I get it, Spirit. I get it. There's two energies here. 2 very different energies. And then these are the ones that fell on the floor that Spirit wants me to look at for you. So we've got this person that you're connected to, okay? We've got 2 energies here. We've got somebody who is leading with love and showing change. They're having an epiphany, right? They're having an epiphany. They're watching you, learning from you, I think. Healing those patterns, positive change when it comes to those patterns. Actually, just wait. And then we have, they know you're waiting. Unfinished business, plan B. You're nobody's plan B. False promises, sending mixed signals, unreliable, unlikely to be fulfilled, can't be trusted. And we have love offer coming in. This is going to be very important because half and half, and this is going to be up to you when it comes in. Either this person, I'm getting 2 collectives. I'm getting a test. I keep hearing it. We've got 2 collectives. One of them is in same old shit, right? Round and round. We're not learning a lesson. They're coming back in. They think you're waiting. They think you'll always take them back. Probably that you'll always get in the sack with them. Right? And then we've got another collective or another energy who is leading with love, who's been nurturing themselves, who has sudden positive change, who's had an epiphany. Right? I'm getting these 2 different energies, and it actually got, like, this says multiple. So again, I feel like maybe you do have 2 people coming towards you, but I feel like it's, some of you have this, which is good, and some of you have this, which is a test. And I was also channeling 2 different collectives, one shining their light, and then one not shining their light, right? I think this one is the one for those who are shining their light. And then when I was reading their energy, your cards fell on the floor and I picked them up. And then in the sack fell, which confirmed what I was feeling. This is the one that I saw first that fell on the floor. Soul contract. So if they come in like this, not learning a lesson, it's part of your soul contract. You need to reject it. You need to keep your boundaries up. You need to tie off loose ends. Doesn't mean they won't ever come back changed, but it's not right now. And you need to keep focusing on self and helping those who want it, right? Part of your soul contract. Sit it out. If they don't come in with an open heart, remember what I said, if open heart, they wouldn't be coming in just flirting and talking about getting you into bed. So if they come in like that, Spirit wants you to sit it out. No, thank you. No. They need to suffer the consequences. And I'm not saying to punish them, but it's soul contract, karmic. Remember that karma thing, right? If they think you're still waiting and they don't have to apologize and they can just waltz back in and you'll be like, oh, I love you. Of course, come back home. They're not learning their lesson. Sit it out. Boundaries up. Tie off the loose ends, right? And then for others of you, you'll know. You'll know. You'll see positive change. You'll see this person is not making you feel like an option. This person is saying, you an option? No, you're nobody's plan B, remember? The name Janice could be symbolic. And remember, I was seeing strength, and some of you have quiet confidence. So it's not, you're not showing it yet. You feel it, but maybe you're a little afraid to show it. Roar. You know, in The Lion King, when Simba's like, listen to me roar, 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 roar. I let my intuition lead the way. Affirmation that just popped down. Let your intuition lead the way. I even said Pocahontas, listen with your heart. You will understand. The other people, again, some of you have a test coming where you have to stay strong and choose yourself. Roar, right? Not at them. That's not what I'm talking about. Others of you, you've fulfilled something here. They've fulfilled something here. There's been positive change. Them, 5, no longer resisting, coming in. Spirit says, give it time, let it unfold. And you'll know. You'll know. You'll know. All right. All right. I'm getting hot all of a sudden. Whew. 8 of Cups. I didn't even want this deck yet. Hang on. I want this deck. This deck. What are you hesitant to share with the world? What gifts, what inner gifts are you doubting? The Elephant, obstacles. Obstacles are put in your way to redirect you towards your purpose. Beautiful. Spider, process. Focus on the process, not on the results. The Spider. So what if you're a newbie? Who cares? The Earthworm. Speak up, be honest, share your voice. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner. Doesn't matter. We were all a beginner at some point. The Earthworm. All right. Healing emotional wounds, beautiful. You could be reparenting yourself. Maybe this is your person. We'll have to see. The Cosmic Egg. Remember I said your person could be seeing signs and synchronicities awakening. Like they're missing the magic that you brought to their life. They could be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. They could be waking up here for some of you. Powerful. Powerful. Like you could be leveling up, awakening. They could be healing emotional wounds here. Positive change in their energy. The Otter, full of love, needs nothing. The Cup of Love. That otter, its love comes from within. Full of love, needs nothing. Positive enthusiasm for life. Beautiful. Love the Otter. All right. Your energy. The Phoenix! Claiming your life purpose. What is trying to break away from you right now? Leave it in the dust. Oh my gosh. Yes. Magic. That Phoenix came out with such power. Ha! Again, have you had a friendship that's burned you once too many times or is keeping you from ascending? Crossroads, if this person comes in and they're not ready, you need to ascend anyway and leave them in the dust is what I'm hearing, right? I started talking about a movie and I forgot. Rescuers Down Under. where the eagle is trying to fly, but she's held on by those ropes, and the kid is trying to cut the ropes, and then she hits him and he goes flying, and then she saves him. I love that movie so much. I love that movie so much I never saw the first one. I didn't know that was the second movie. Is it the second movie? Until I was an adult. I was like, what? There's another movie? Freedom from suffering, past karma, reincarnation. Your energy. You could be your phoenix energy. Remember I said rising like the phoenix to find the other phoenixes. Didn't I say that? Helping other people to phoenix. Anyway. And I said you don't have resentment in your energy, and that's phoenix energy. Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering for too long and something must change. Yes, we take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall to the ashes. Remember your energy about the weight. What's weighing you down? What loose ends are keeping you down from flying? The dead weight falls into the ashes and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up and up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eyes that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign that the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The tarantula. This came out last week in that reading. Claiming your life purpose. I am happy for all of tomorrow's possibilities. Yes, I am happy for what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. You're only a day away. The tarantula. At a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. So what are you needing to release? What is this dead weight that's keeping you tied down? Negative mindsets? People? Friends? This person? Rise like that phoenix. Find the other phoenixes. When in balance, follows intuition, the tarantula. And guess what? Think about it. I'm thinking about this now. The tarantula looks big and intimidating, right? Like it's the biggest spider. It looks big and intimidating. And I was saying about how when you shine as your authentic self, it can intimidate people. Doesn't mean this tarantula shouldn't exist. When out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes. I see some of you are nervous about claiming your life purpose. Grab it by the balls, man. That's what I said the other day. This stingray, building confidence, sense of spine, sense of self, personal growth. You are magical. The zebra is there. The zebra, you could be spiritual. Well, clearly. You could resonate with being autistic, which is just a label for a highly spiritual being now, in my opinion, anyway. But people feel like they've been put under a spell by divinity itself from the zebra. Your magic, magic enchantress or enchanter, whatever that card said. What are you so afraid of? That people will love you? That people will learn from you? That people will look up for you? That you'll inspire others? That's your wounds talking. That's the fear of your wounds and the people who made you feel small. The name Eddie could be symbolic. The tarantula represents when a decision must be made. And like I said, for some of you, you have a test. Follow your intuition. Don't go with your gut feeling, right? Don't respond right away. But what is your intuition telling you? What is your gut feeling saying when you hear from this person? Again, you don't have to answer them right away. But just, it says daily journaling. Write down your gut feeling. Anyway. So it involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose. A habit or routine from your past is sidetracking your dream. Yes, so maybe you're already online, but you're afraid to speak authentically, right? Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, look, who cares if you're not perfect? Who really cares? I was hearing, I care. I was hearing, have you guys ever seen The Family Stone, where she's like, I don't care if you like me or not. And clearly she did. And the sister said, aw, of course you do. But seriously, your fear could be holding you back from truly shining. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. Let it go. No, not let it go. Frozen 2. Into the unknown. If I hear it, she heard the whisper. She heard that voice on the air. What is being whispered to you? Keeps begging you to refocus your attention. And that's what I feel like you have. Your attention is so on self. In order to find true happiness, you must choose Dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. What friend do you have around you that doesn't know your inner soul? Because I keep hearing it. It already knows you'll choose wisely. I believe in you. All right. Let's get one more for you. Those are great. Fire, like lots of fire, spiritual energy there. One more for you. It's that damn firefly again. And the hawk, messenger of divinity. Why am I talking like that? The earthworm, come on. 2 collectives. I feel like the collectives who haven't taken the leap of faith towards their mission, you're getting the test. You're getting the person who's going to come in and test you with sexy time. Anyway, I'd be more tempted with chocolate. And then others of you who are shining but still maybe holding back a little, you're meant to be a messenger of divinity, messenger of the divine wisdom, divine guidance, right? Opening yourself up to source, channeling through source. And then the firefly. So you're getting it. Like the firefly is that it's fantastic but fleeting, right? It's a little spark of an idea, a download, a message from the divine. And if you don't catch it when it's sparking, it goes out, right? But it'll keep trying to spark. So what is trying to spark inside of you? It's like the divine is trying to, like I'm seeing a car and they're like, roar, 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 roar. Maybe you're having car problems. Roar, roar. Like it's not catching, right? Grab that inspired action. And trust when you are channeling or sharing your voice or whatever this is, that you are a channel for the divine. You're a message The messages are coming from the divine. So speak it. I spent months, the first few months of my channel, I would like hear things and I would get downloads and then I wouldn't mention them. I would hear songs, wouldn't mention them. And then I started, you guys, if you've been with me a while, you probably remember, I would meditate and I would get all these crazy downloads and I wouldn't mention them. And then I'd come do a reading and it would all be in the reading. Like this morning when I got those and I wrote them down and I came and did a reading. You have them for a reason. Trust in them. But for some of you, the earthworm, you feel like a newbie. I'm just a noob, I'm hearing. We were all there once. I just spoke about when I began, right? Don't compare yourself to people who are on a different journey than you. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to anybody. True light workers lift each other up. They're not your competition. Beautiful. Speak up. The earthworm. Stop. Quiet confidence, right? You have this beautiful gift to share with the world, but because you feel like a newbie, who cares? It's ancient wisdom from the divine, from past lives, from spirit. You're probably more wise than most people, more self-aware than most people out there, right? The raccoon, what are you wanting to create here? This talks about being an artist. You're hiding your light in the shadows, watching others shine their light. The whisper, the tarantula, I could do that. Your person, let's put you over here. No. No. Put them in. You. Put them in. Gentle, caring, compassionate. Actually, I said your person. Put them in the deck. Cut it. The deer talks about a situation that needs absolute gentleness. And in their pink cards, for some of you, there was an emotional expression, like a vulnerable expression. Interesting. Just looking for birds. Sea serpent. Could have mother wounds. Not you, your person, but you could too. The shark, something looming. Something needs to come to the surface. We're looking at their energy. The truth. Seeing the truth of the situation. You had speak your truth. So if you've been speaking your truth, not to this person, or if you've been thinking about sharing your wisdom online, why do I feel like I'm on fire all of a sudden? The buffalo. The camel. I've been getting this a lot lately too. Do you, seriously, for some of you, you're helping people to heal in the spotlight, mentor energy, like leader energy. And I feel like this person is learning from you right now, or they're talking to someone about their emotions. We have the camel, which to me is King of Cups energy. Even though it's a fire card, the camel talks about taking responsibility for their own actions in the face of, like, in the excess energy of judgment and anger. They're in control of their own reactions. Also, the camel talks about a long journey. This person could be waking up to spirituality. The unicorn, divinity. Again, are you I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. If you are sharing with the world your experience or your message, your spiritual message, whatever it is, for some of you, I feel like this person is learning from you in the shadows by watching you. Questioning divinity, starfish, alluring. All right. Your person's energy. The whale, feeling heavy. They could be listening to music right now, letting their emotions guide them. And the whale talks about emotional, compassionate conversation. The fire ant, that's not good. We have the swan, which is actually really good. It's reflection. It's tapping into their intuition. It's about finding silence so that you can connect to that inner voice. They could be journaling. It's solo time. They're in isolation. But then we've got this fire ant. So for some of you, maybe the third party interference or the friend or foe that I was picking up on wasn't about you and it was about them. Or maybe you both have a similar situation. Because the fire ant talks about stewing about a situation about the past. So they could actually be stewing about you right now or like overthinking, missing you. They could be listening to music, thinking about you with the whale on the bottom. Water and fire. Where is it? It would help if I was in the right section of the book, wouldn't it? Fire ant, thoughtful, disciplined, solo time, to bring into balance solo time and walks at night. The swan, solo time. So they're taking a lot of time in silence for reflection. Hermit energy I'm hearing. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. So like Spirit's saying they're pretending like it's not getting to them, that they're outside of your energy and they don't have access to you, but it is getting to them. You know, they could be reflecting about all the energy that you're attracting right now. Because look at that glow and all of these fire ants. Like, I'm almost seeing that as you. But gossiping, blaming, this person could be reflecting on how they let third-party interference, gossip from family or third party, or blaming you unfairly. It feels like this is what they're reflecting about. They could have been very argumentative, easily triggered. Stewing on a person or situation. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you, right? So they're trying to pretend that it's not getting to them, but it is. It is. They're reflecting about this a lot. I feel like they could be watching you. I mean, I've said that too many times. Let them watch. How is this person's energy? Interesting. It didn't come out. One more. The golden egg. The golden egg. The black egg. The earthworm. Mirroring. So for some of you, you're feeling like a newbie when it comes to your life purpose. They're waking up to the synchronicities. They're starting to spiritually awaken. But they feel like they've got a ways to go before they're going to compare with you. They don't need to compare themselves with you. The truth. Seeing the truth of this situation. Look at that. That's good. The owl. They definitely could be watching you. I'm getting Page of Swords. Page of Swords. A blessing is on its way. I'm telling you, there's Anyway, we've already talked about it. Oh, the card that wanted to come out but didn't. The Gazelle. Highly perceptive, vulnerable, heightened senses. This person's probably waking up spiritually. Message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. What are they doing? The swan. I put it right underneath the swan. Tapping into their true voice, their intuition. Within the egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. And this is what I'm always talking about when I say we can't force anybody to heal or to wake up. We're supposed to shine our light and lead by example. And those who want it, find it. Find a place of deep and restful ease. Introspection and contemplation. And ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. It involves becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. Think about that message about the test. So this person, for some of you, they're meant to be getting intimate with themselves, and instead, I think they come towards you for a little bit of intimacy, and it's a test. There's a test for some of you, and for others of you, you have a blessing on its way to you. Gratitude arises deep within you. Your chest may swell like you were seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. And I know this comes from within, but I keep hearing that this person could be hearing your message. As in watching you. You knew what I meant. The black egg, speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. And your advice, speak from your authentic truth, right? The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures. It's underneath the fire ant. And the fire ant talks about gossip and it talks about blame. This one, powerful. Listen, this doesn't blame. Inside resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. I'm hearing down the rabbit hole. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself, and what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. That's the fire ant. That's what they're healing here. The energy of the black egg hovers, waiting for us to reconnect. You have the tarantula hovering. I just want to see how they're seeing you. How are they seeing you? The camel. The butterfly. They're seeing you as the King of Cups, is what I'm hearing. Yes, I know this is a fire card, but I always hear the King of Cups. Someone who takes responsibility for their own reactions. You've been on a long journey. King of Cups, emotionally mature, healthy balance of head and heart, advisor, counselor, healer. This is how they're seeing you. And the butterfly, transition, evolving. You're no longer that caterpillar that they once knew. You look different. They see you on a journey. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. That's how they're perceiving you, how they see you right now. Calm, content, sparkle in your eye. What card for you talked about a sparkle in your eye? Was it the Phoenix? Sparkle in your eye. Self-reliant, handles challenges with ease, even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing balance, opposites into balance, and being responsible for one's own reactions. I think this person has something to learn from you because that's what they need to work on, is what I'm hearing. Anyway, knows oneself. You know who you are. You're no longer that caterpillar. Butterfly, transition, healing the inner child. Ascending, flying. And then we have the crocodile on the bottom. Intentionally withdrawing your energy. I'm hearing we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. The vulture. What you thought was a tragedy is actually a blessing in disguise. Purification. Essential for rebalance. Does the jobs nobody else wants to do. I don't know how long I've been here, but March 16th could be symbolic. All right. Tarot. It took a long time to get here, but we're here now. Oh my gosh. So we have 8 of Cups on the bottom, right? And in almost every 8 of Cups I've seen, the cups are underwater or they're standing. In this, they're all broken. And there's a mountain here, obstacles. So 8 of Cups, no longer accepting less than you deserve, walking towards your fulfillment, focusing on your happiness. That's the card I was seeing. Standing in your strength. Leo energy. The Chariot. Beautiful. You. Forward movement. You could live at a distance from this person. Tower. Tower, divine intervention. I feel like they've had a tower moment for sure. 6 of Wands. Is that the 6 of Wands? I believe it is. 6 of... Okay. That affirmation just popped down and said, I'm sitting in my sadness today. That's not you. I was just about to say 6 of Wands. Yes, transitioning is what I'm seeing out of darkness. Shining. 6 of Wands, attracting attention. You, the butterfly, how do they perceive you? Look at this magic. That's the card I was seeing. Right? They see you as the butterfly standing in your strength. That's exactly what I was seeing. Exactly. In my meditation. Feeling left out in the cold. Missing your light. I'm not going to get very much because we've gotten so much of the oracle cards. I'm confirming. The Emperor. 5 of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. The Star in reverse. I still think they're learning something about healing from you. What you're posting or something. That's also divine masculine energy. The Emperor, that is the energy you need to embody when you go after your mission, right? You need that confidence. You're more than enough. And divine masculine energy talks about releasing fixer patterns, especially over your counterpart. So you need to, if you're on the fence, overcome that inner conflict. Release resistance. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning. Plant that seed is what I'm hearing. Again, I'm just getting you, like I'm so focused on you, it's ridiculous. Okay, I thought there was a weird card in there. Your energy. We'll just confirm you and them. Seven of Wands, boundaries, but shining your light. But boundaries. Look. Being careful about who you let into your energy, protecting your heart space. Again, if you have someone that you feel is holding you back, it might be time to release them. We have 9 of Swords in reverse. Release. No, not release. Recovery, healing. Hope, renewed hope. Beautiful. Queen of Wands, yes. Blocked throat chakra. Ace of Swords, this is your moment. I'm hearing stuck in a moment by you two, is that right? You've got to get yourself together. You got stuck in a moment and you can't get out of it. Maybe that's your person. Mother of Wands, Queen of Wands, protecting those eggs. Being grateful for being alive. That's an affirmation. Standing in your power, glow up energy, protecting your energy. Shining your light online, I'm pretty sure. Or you're about to be. Breakthrough moment, clarity. We have the Page of Swords here. I said I feel like someone was watching you, right? I said it when I saw that owl card. I'm seeing the Page of Swords. But the thing I was laughing at is this. Knight of Wands in reverse. I keep getting 2 different energies here. So Knight of Wands in reverse, it definitely feels like you've had a moment of clarity. You've learned a lesson. You've learned something about yourself from a runner, from someone who is resisting commitment, from someone who ran away or whatever. But the Knight of Wands in reverse also talks about learning really important lessons, but feeling like you're not really ready to apply those lessons. And I'm thinking of, someone who has learned many lessons, who's learned many things about themselves, wanting to help people learn lessons, wanting people to see them, not in a negative way, in a good way, but feeling like they're a newbie or they don't know enough. Again, there's two different energies here. Anyway, if that's you, it's time for your breakthrough moment. It's time to shine your light. Okay, there could be outside interferences getting in your way, putting you down or telling you not to do it, right? Because again, one of the meanings of this is you've learned a lot of lessons, but you don't feel ready to kind of put yourself out there. And then we have this. This is your breakthrough moment. Again, for a lot of you, I feel like you're in this. All right, let's see. I'll just put all these up here. How are you feeling about this person? Three of Swords in reverse. You've released resentment. That's what I said. You've forgiven them. Devil in reverse. You've surrendered attachment. You're no longer codependently attached. You've forgiven them because they were lacking self-awareness. They were acting from their shadows, right? So you found forgiveness. There is the energy of, you know, if they were to become self-aware, wanting reconciliation. Three of Swords in reverse. Devil in reverse is about, first of all, you've released yourself from this unhealthy attachment, or you've healed it. But if you were to reconcile with them, they would need to be self-aware. Capricorn energy there. We also have fire, air. How are you feeling about this person? We have the Star in reverse. Maybe you feel like they're not healing. They could have a very negative mindset, the Hierophant. Interesting. All right. For how you feel about them, things became stuck here. Two of Wands. There's patterns, unhealthy patterns that they need to heal if you were going to be with them. You can see the patterns. You know what the patterns are. Maybe you are feeling called to help people with some of those patterns, how to heal them. We have the Four of Swords, withdrawing your energy intentionally, right? You definitely feel like this person has patterns that they need to heal, that they need to gain clarity on, that they need to awaken to. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So you could have felt like this person was deceptive, manipulative, blamed you, sneaky, running away from their own shadows, running away from the healing that they had to do. Running away from healing, I'm hearing. Let me get one more. How do you feel about this person? Six of Wands. Again, I'm hearing like you're rising above it here. Six of Wands, maybe you know they watch you. Nine of Pentacles, 9-6. You could definitely feel like you are stepping into a higher version of yourself because of what you went through with them and the lessons you learned. And maybe you are hoping that they see you. Let's see your person's energy. Seven of Pentacles. Devil in reverse, more self-awareness. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Thinking about a missed opportunity. Seven of Pentacles, feeling like they missed an opportunity here. Didn't we see that in that first deck? They're feeling like they missed out on you. You've surrendered control is what I'm hearing. 10 of Pentacles for how they feel about you. They could see you as very stable right now. But again, they should have invested. They're seeing a missed opportunity, right? They can see a future with you. Something that could have went really long term. Missed an opportunity due to their own shadows, their own toxicity. Ace of Wands, inspired to take action. How is this person feeling about you? All Pentacles. Three of Wands for how they feel about you. So they feel like you're moving forward, right? Progress, growth. You're stuck on them. Did you see that? You're stuck on them. No, they're stuck on you. Sorry. They're stuck on you. Six of Cups in reverse. Can't move on. Haunted. They're haunted. Haunted. They probably spend a lot of time thinking about happy memories. They're haunted. I'll settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life. What's with Justin Bieber? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like they were not showing up as a good teammate in love. The Moon, fear and uncertainty. Things being illuminated. Heightened emotions. Their intuition. You know what's funny? Yesterday the King of Swords came out, and the King of Swords can talk about someone who shifts somebody's perspective by their voice, by their words. Teacher. I'm telling you, I feel like this person might be learning something about you by watching you. Look at the Ace of Swords, your energy. I think that there's clarity about something here. About how they showed up as a bad teammate in love. About how they weren't doing the healing is what I'm hearing. Haunted by you. Can't let go of you. Wanting a conversation. Okay. What are their intentions? Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. I need to confirm that. Intentions. King of Cups. That's so weird. There was a song that I screenshot during my meditation. I don't think I mentioned it. I mentioned the other song I heard. And there was an Ace of Cups, a King of Cups, and a Queen of Cups on it, which I find really interesting. 6 of Swords. So for how they feel about you, they haven't been able to move on from you. These are their intentions, right? They want to reconnect with you. They want a reconnection here. They want to move into calmer waters, a transition. But I think they're confused on how to do it. I think that they feel like you're closed off to hearing from them. They are coming in more self-aware. The devil's in reverse underneath the King of Cups. Didn't I say with the camel, King of Cups? Black Swan. I feel like this person is confused on how to come towards you right now. I think their intentions are to find clarity before coming back towards you to deepen this connection. Because again, look at it like that. Like you're protecting your energy, right? So they know they need to come in right. 3:33 here. Oh my gosh, I've been doing this reading for over 2 hours. Oh well. Knowing they need to come in though, self-aware, wanting to take control of the situation. Counterpart pair, King and Queen of Cups. Highest form of love. I hear sirens. Protecting your energy. All right. I think they're confused on how to come back towards you here. They want to reconnect, but they don't. Confused on how to do it. Let's just get one more for intention. Intentions. Careful. Page of Wands came out. Be careful of that Page of Wands is what I'm hearing. The Fool. 8 of Swords in reverse. New perspectives. Serenity. Weird. surrendering limiting beliefs, turning into that butterfly to meet you, the Fool, taking a leap of faith, intentions, temperance, being patient. Why can't I speak all of a sudden when I'm trying to get their action? Intentions, the Chariot. So they are being patient about coming back towards you, because again, I think they know they need to come in right. I think they think you have other options. So they know they need to come in right. Multiple love offers, remember? All right, what action are they taking? The Sun, clarity. The World. Think about the bottom, think about it. Remember, we had new chapter, apology, emotional vulnerability, closure achieved, acceptance brings freedom, like completion of a cycle, right? And we have the World. So again, if they come in Page of Wands, just wanting, no. The Sun could come in summertime, but that's clarity, that's masculine energy, that's action, bringing clarity to this situation. 9 of Pentacles coming towards you in a confident energy. The Magician, there's a cheetah on that, divine masculine energy, having the willpower, having the strength to make something happen, being proactive, right? 2 of Pentacles, balance. This is one of the only tarot cards where the 2 of Pentacles is actually balanced, right? In most of the decks I have, well, I'm sure there's decks that are different that I don't have, but in every 2 of Pentacles, like the Pentacles are lopsided, right? These are balanced. The infinity symbol. So it's like this person wants to think about the symbolism, right? You, the butterfly, them needing to be the butterfly. Then we have this butterfly and the infinity symbol. I definitely feel like this person makes a decision to come towards you. Again, cheetah, divine masculine energy. And the Magician is communication. It's Gemini. Or Mercury, I mean. The World, 10 of Cups, happily ever after. Confirm, please, Spirit. One more. I didn't notice that. Justice is there. 10 of Cups again. That 10 of Cups really wants to come out. Justice, accountability, honesty. Remember the Truth card. Yin and Yang. I'm thinking of Bree. She has a black kitty and I have a white kitty. The Hermit. 5 of Swords in reverse. Making amends for the things they've been reflecting about. Possibly making amends for the way they push people away or the way they don't take people's advice. It's like this person wants to make amends and find resolution for the things they've been reflecting on. Wanting to balance things, wanting to find balance, harmony. Wally, you could have waited, but whatever. And Justice, Libra season could be symbolic, or Sagittarius. What should you focus on? What should you focus on? The Hierophant, being a mentor to others. Every day I'm getting better at what I do. That's your affirmation when I'm pulling the Hierophant. Focus on your spiritual growth. Focus on teaching others or getting a mentor to learn from, right? Anything that's falling away, let it fall away. And we have the Emperor, the masculine strength, the confidence, releasing fixer patterns, things that you're trying to hold together that are trying to be removed, right? If you have a job that's been you've been losing clients, or things have been getting slow, or they've laid you off, or they're giving you less hours, or there's a reason, because you're meant to be doing this. What do you need to know about this person? Death. They're going through a transformation. 2 of Cups. The feelings are there. The roses. Remember, this all started with the rose in your mouth and the sad wilted rose. There's a reunion here after their transformation. Someone from your past will rekindle your hope for a future. 5 of Cups in reverse. They need to heal the past wounds, though. 8 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Positive change, overcoming adversity. Remember, the vulture. The vulture talks about how the vulture picks things clean, essential for rebalance, right? They're going through a transformation. Anyway, channeled messages. I don't have any messages near me. Why did I not grab messages? Probably because you're not focused on this person. This is such a long reading. I don't care. I don't care. All right, a couple messages from this deck. What does this person want to say? You are so beautiful to me could be symbolic. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? They're looking up to you. They're looking up to you. We have be more selfish. I feel like you were probably always putting other people first, right? Or you were always putting this person first. They want you to think about yourself more. They want you to be more selfish. They want you to be more like, their higher self is coming through saying you deserve to feel confident. Spirit says you deserve that confidence. Self-care is not being selfish. Confidence doesn't make you selfish. 7, do you even see me that way? That explains the cups in their intuition, or the cups, the 7 of Cups in their intentions. I think that's what's blocking them. Do you even see me that way anymore? 97. Sometimes I wonder if you care. They're going through a transformation. Remember death? And the way you're shining, they wonder if you even think about them or care anymore. I never imagined so much perfection. They've got you up on a pedestal, which unfortunately is it's gonna make it harder for them to work up that courage to come towards you. Be careful. Be careful. It's right underneath be more selfish. Be careful. It's not for all of you, but for some of you, that Page of Wands energy in the sack, be careful. So we have 9-9 here. July 13th could be symbolic. September 9th, 1999, 1997, September 13th. I worry about us a lot. We're getting repeated numbers now. I feel like this person is seeing synchronicities. I worry about us a lot. 7-7, 9-9, 7-7. July 7th, 77, 79, 97. My life started when I met you. 72, 92, February 13th, 7th, 15th, 9th. July 2nd, 15th, 9th. You matter. You still matter to this person. You have so many choices and options. They think you have other options. 6, 9, 6, 6, 9. June could be symbolic, or 96, 69, 67, 76, 67, no. No. I do that to tease my children because they think it's cringy when I do it. And I like to see them cringe in a fun way, not a bad way. You know what it was like when your mom tried to do stuff like that. 6, 7. Love is the answer. Remember, leading with love. So if they're not leading with love and they're leading with their wand or whatever, not the right time. 62, 67. I already said that, didn't I? June 9th, June 7th, June 2nd, June 13th. Love is the answer. You already know. You already know. Again, for some of you, if they come in with the sack offer, yeah, nah, no thank you. You're gonna know though. You already know. It's like this person already, maybe some of the stuff you're talking about. Even like, for example, if you're a reader and you're doing collective energies, you could be reading for a collective and reading about their collective, and they've tuned into you and they're like, oh my gosh, how do they know what's going on in my life? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? Listen, I can see that being about that Page of Wands, so just be careful. Yes, go home. Don't stay the night is what I'm hearing, but you can do whatever you want. Let me hold you. And love me. So again, I don't need to repeat it. 747, 64, 74, April 7th, April 6th, April 13th, April 9th, April 2nd. I don't need to tell you again, but just the next point of contact. For some of you, it's a test. For others of you, there's some sort of completion coming, which will allow for a new chapter. So that was a long one. I'm going to try not to apologize for the length. And if you're complaining about the length, whatever. Somebody said it. I'm sorry your free reading was too long. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.